And we're live. It is the Ken Beck and Sam and Michael. And what has happened to me? So just recently, I am reviewing local support pull requests, trying to prioritize the people who are premium members over the people who are not. And I'm kind of making some progress. Yes. I do need to rebuild all of my databases locally after this Postgre SQL upgrade that I had to do the other day. In order to do the big migration of the data from, or a test migration of the data from the Heroku servers to the Tree server. And that all worked, given that I'd upgraded the server, the Postgre server. And that's, I had the mob programming session, which continues, and that's goodness. Got a new mob programming person in Zizo. Did I actually get anything done this morning? I don't remember doing. What I did do is I restarted the bot that was down, and I've been chatting with Aresh in the async photo channel about like stuff and that project. But yeah, no, I didn't sleep fantastically well last night, and so I will get the blog done. And I don't know. Yeah, I should look at my list, but that's it. I'm not blocked. I get Ed, who's new F2F member, is up for pairing on the event manager thing, I think, although I'm just seeing a message from him. Has he lost something? Is it? Not sure. But anyway, but supposedly be pairing with him in about 10 minutes. Yeah, that's about me. How are things going with you?
Good. I tried to get the vote results on. I just wanted to see if you could get the vote results in the async bot by messaging it privately and what it would do. And I apparently just crashed the bot last night.
Yeah, I think you can in principle get the message results privately. I think you said vote results instead of just results, and that matched the parameters for
voting.
Yeah. So I think if you just said a result, I have now. You could try it again, actually. We've got to vote midway, so let's not. If you could, I think also what I will do is I'll create a bot testing channel. Test for testing bots.
So it tried to match the vote channel.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, I think we need to make it less brittle.
Totally.
So that people don't just inadvertently. Crash the bot.
That's right. Yeah. I think in the. Yeah. So I think you should be able to see there in the bot test channel that I think that was the effect that you were looking for. But I've set up the bot with a loop now, so that it
doesn't. It tries to restart itself.
When the loop restart itself after it crashes, I mean, it would still
lose the volts.
Vote data. Yeah. So yes, and I've got the Greaser bot hosted on Amazon now as well, and a script of, or at least a history of, like the series of steps that are needed to get the Greeter bot hosted. So that is pleasing. Yes. So anything blocking you?
No.
Yes. So in the background, that's our Scrum. What's happening there in the local support channel? Yeah. So, I mean, the thing I'm just doing in the background here is so we've got, and my head is in local support. Places, is this local support? Yeah, the local support, no, that's not local support. There it is. So this one guy, the guy actually, Arbaz, who we met on Saturday from Pakistan, he was excited and went ahead and did a pull request, interestingly, on a thing that we had already worked on. So he perhaps in some ways not ideally. I guess, yeah, he hadn't necessarily picked up that in our setup here, that ideally if things are in the current column, and have been started, then I have to say, I'm thinking of writing a book on open source agile project management, because I kind of feel like people, I just need to make it all explicit. Then I might as well try and see if I can get somebody to pay me to do it, and then people can buy copies of the book or something. I don't know. I'm reading a lot of listening to
become book famous.
Well, I don't seem to be becoming very financially stable just by making absolutely everything open source. And lots of, I'm kind of, we're working through Abby Grimm's Confident Ruby for the mod programming session, and it's a good book. And you could argue he should just make all that knowledge available. I mean, I think he originally did a talk and then he wrote the book, and like Sandy Metz, similarly. And I'm a bit I'm a bit kind of like down on books versus just markdown stuff that you can like copy and paste from. I mean, I just feel like there should be a better mechanism for publishing things that just were formatted in markdown. But anyway, it occurs to me that the process of making a book, it's still, I mean, it seems sort of archaic, but I would have a fairly good friend who wrote a book on data mining and closure, and now seems to be able to work a 3-day week. I think partly off the back of having done that. Not that he's necessarily making such a huge amount of money out of the book per se, but I think it's sort of, maybe he's taken slightly more seriously because there's a book. Anyway, but so yeah, I mean, what I'm just doing is, so if you're interested in a review of the local sport, so in the back, Maru and
well, there was also the idea that I had that as we move to a microservice architecture, you could write a book about it. And
that's all true.
And actually point to the open source code, because I think a lot of people would find it enlightening to actually see real code.
That's a good point. I think
because a lot of people
go on.
Some people write books, but everything that they've done is proprietary, and they can't really
no, that's true.
Really show people what exactly they mean.
Yeah, that is a good idea. And I think if we, like, for example, over the course of the next year, if we can actually, kind of get our monorail WSO app to a microservice architecture, I think it would be great to be able to write that book in retrospect. Right now, I feel like I've got better ability to write the book on the open source project, agile project management, at least but I think it is an excellent. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, maybe we could even collaborate on such a book if I get this first one out of the way. I mean, it's also partly that I'm like reviewing this like half-written book by the RSpec folks, and it's like it's fairly clear that it's a process that I could go through and generate a book from. Anyway, just a quick summary of the local support thing. So Marouen has done a thing to like remove the GMAP for Rails gem and replace it with JavaScript. So he's interacted with John, and they seem to be in a good place about this. And this is passing, I think it's got one trivial like long JavaScript line that it's failing on is the only thing. So I was just going to run that locally. I've just run there we go. Yep. So just all this has passed locally for me, apart from those, there's a couple of like random errors there. I'm just trying to run it here. I just wanted to like sanity check, because this is the thing with the new bloody database. I've got to now create. Go on. But so I'm sort of on the cusp of merging that in. Where have all the things gone? That is now not the right stuff. Pull request for local support. So Norm did his updates there. There's a couple of additional fixes. Marcelo is continuing to do work on this. I don't know. I wish we could get like a plan for him in terms of linking. He almost needs kind of like a more of a structure, I think. We've got this was the pull request that you and I worked on the other day, and that's kind of already built on top of Anar's work. That's all ready to go. This guy Arbaz has like done something more directly. He working on this same thing, extracted the logic from org owner directly into the user.rb. But which is another valid way to go. I guess I would argue we should pull R1 in because rather than using org owner, we have reused some existing. We used the can edit thing, and it's got other fixes in. So I guess I will just merge us in, although it's an interesting learning opportunity for RBAS there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so this is now, and of course I've got to do rate db seed here in order to, I've done it already, go away. So it looks like the map's still working, so I guess I'll just get some seed data in there. Yeah. So might you work on some async voter stuff now?
Maybe today sometime. I'm not sure about right this second, but yeah.
Sure, yeah. Well, Aresh is around, and there's Berian as well. Anyway, I'm going to go make some tea, and then I guess I'm going to do this. We're going to do like an event manager thing, I think, with Ed, and I'll maybe catch up with you later.
Okay. That'll be your day, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't do karate because of this knee injury, so I'll be on Slack.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, the kids do karate, but yeah.
Off and on, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, catch you later. Bye for now.